Hi everyone. So basically today I'm just doing my foundation routine, and I just exfoliate my skin before putting any makeup. So uh, my favorite way to exfoliate is Dermalogica rice powder. It's like a dry powder. You put it on your hand, you just add warm water in it, and you just rub. It's so mild, you can use it day and night also if you're too oily, and even if your skin is acne prone, it's not that much harsh that it's going to create any more inflammation for your skin, but it's going to help you to get that dead skin remove, but in a mild way, and it's going to help you to penetrate rest of your product. So hopefully that information is going to be enough. I have that salicylic acid beads scrub also, which I got it from Walgreens. Yes. So it's just like I bought it like a sample size. I'm really liking it because it's not very aggressive. It's very mild on the skin. So yeah, let's get into the makeup. So after exfoliating my face, I just put a very mild moisturizer. I just like this Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. It's very mild, it's really good. It doesn't show that you have something on your face. And before that, I actually always put my acne med. So I just use Clinique 2.5% benzoyl peroxide, and then on the top, after putting that, I just leave it on for like 15 minutes minimum, and then I just put this Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel, and then my sunscreen. And my favorite sunscreen is this one. It's Solar Protection Formula Tizo 2. It's light skin formulation, facial mineral fusion, very water resistant, SPF 40, and it has titanium dioxide 8% and zinc oxide 3.8%. That's what I love, because titanium and zinc are the sun blocks, not the suns. Those were my recommendations before putting any foundation, and it's best if you are prepping your face for some special occasion. It's better if you just clean your face with your scrub, wash your face, scrub your face, put your moisturizer, and good to go for the makeup. Your actually face temperature, if it's going to be cold, your makeup is going to hold really well. If it's really, your skin is already warmed up with the weather or with your normal routine, your makeup is not going to stay as good as it's going to be when your face is going to be just cleaned. So I hope it makes sense. If you have still questions about skincare, you can just ask me anytime. Just leave it in a comment section. So let's start with today's makeup look. I'm going to use the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. It's not my favorite primer, frankly speaking. I have this Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. Guys, I'm talking about oily skin, and I love this primer, I'm telling you. People say that it makes you really dry, and I don't believe with them, because I'm using this primer and I didn't see any too much dryness on my skin. And on the other side, if I use my Makeup Forever #1 primer, it actually makes my skin really dry. These kind of primers, the trick to use these kind of primers are, You just put it on one area, blend it, then put it on another area, blend it, then put it on your forehead, nose, whatever. But never put it on like one here, everywhere, and then start blending. Because by the time you're gonna start blending, the primer is going to be already drying up your skin, and it's gonna be a dry formula, and it's gonna be really patchy. I learned it hard way, so I just want you to be a little bit careful with any kind of dry formula primer. So today, because I told you my skin is not as oily as it's normally, so I'm going to use Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer by Tarte. Actually, I don't like it much, but I'm just going to give one more try to this primer. I really love their 12 hours poreless primer, the purple one which I used last summer, and I really love it. So when I was done with that primer, I actually went to get that primer, and I saw this one and I thought, okay, maybe this is a better option. But unfortunately, I'm not that much impressed by this primer. But for today's, my skin is just a different way, so I just want to try one more time. Maybe it's good for this kind of skin conditions. One more trick I want to give you guys. If you have a lot of wrinkles, or you can say lines under your eyes, which actually I don't know, there's no age for lines. I'm seeing these lines when I was like 16, 17 years old, like there was small lines. So few people, they have just tendency to have lines under their eyes. So let's talk that way. So when I prepare before my makeup, I always put Aqua 4 kind of cream under my eyes. So then my wrinkles get actually filled with it, and then I take just a tissue, a clean facial tissue, and I just dab that onto the under my eyes, and the excess oil and that petroleum jelly things goes away. And then I put my sunscreen. It's just a tip, one more tip for you, for your under eyes, and you're gonna see the difference. Your eyes are not going to be crinkly anymore, and when you're gonna smile, it's not gonna make any wrinkles over here. So your eyes are basically going to be very smooth and ready for the makeup. And if you dab with the facial tissue, it's just take out all the excess oil and petroleum jelly kind of look. It just gives you a little bit matte look again, but it fills your lines, fine lines. So let's start with the makeup look, because we are done with the primer. Sorry. So foundation I'm using today. I'm not again a big fan of this foundation, but I just picked this foundation for this video because for oily skin, this can be a good choice. Anyways, I really like MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. I really like, actually this is my favorite too, Cover Effects Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation, and I like Glow Minerals Protective Liquid Foundation in Satin Finish. I know I'm talking about satin. It's not matte, but it is kind of matte. So I really love that foundation. It doesn't make me oily at all. If you guys want to try something different, which nobody ever talk about. And then I like the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. And then I finished one more foundation, and then one more thing. It's right here. The MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. And one more foundation, it is Um, which one is that? Oh, I just have that because I'm gonna order it. I just finished my foundation. I didn't plan to do this video. Otherwise, I could just keep that foundation to show you that I just finished that foundation. I love that foundation that much. So it is Hourglass Immaculate Liquid Powder Foundation, mattifying oil-free foundation, and I am a big fan of that foundation. So today, why I picked this foundation, because I just want to tell you, you can make work any kind of foundation if you are using a right technique or right brushes to use. If I'm using, and one more foundation, sorry to say, that's my number one between Hourglass Immaculate Oil-Free Foundation and this one. These are neck to neck. So I love this foundation. I cannot tell you, I don't have words for this foundation. This is the amazing foundation. If I'm using this kind of liquidy foundation, I use this kind of brush like flat kabuki. This is It Cosmetics flat kabuki brush. And sorry, my numbers are already gone, so I cannot tell you the number, but I know you can easily find this brush from this silver kind of look. So this is my number one combination if I use this foundation. If I'm using this foundation, I can match this also. If I'm using these kind of foundations, and I'm talking Kat Von D kind of foundation, or MAC Studio Fix or MAC Pro Longwear, these kind of foundation, best way to use is Real Techniques. I'll come to the beauty blender also, but later on. Let's start with the foundation. I think I gave you enough speeches today or enough recommendations, but you will see the difference when you will try something. NARS Creamy Concealer, and I'm gonna just put this over here. Then I'm going to mix with the It Cosmetics Hello Light Brightener, little bit with NARS Creamy Concealer. Now I'm gonna take this beauty blender. Okay. So what is the difference between Real Techniques? Why I use that for foundation and why I picked this one for concealer? Actually, is little bit on a drier side versus the Real Techniques goes little bit more spongy. That texture is more soft and it actually holds the water little bit for the long time compared to beauty blender. If you squeeze it really good, you will see that there's no water in it. So if you are using luminizing kind of foundations, it's fine because those are going to be liquidy and you're gonna work with those very fast with this kind of thing. But when you are working with the very hard foundation, and this is already a dry texture, your foundation is not going to be as blendable or as smooth as this can give you the finish. I know mine is already gone. I have already 4 or 5 brand new lying over there on my table. So I am just this much big fan of Real Techniques. So hopefully that makes sense for you. So again, this is a dry texture. Why it's good for the concealer? So okay, concealer concealer, you don't put it on your hand like a liquid and you just start pressing on your face, because that is your foundation. It's not your concealer. Concealer you directly put on your skin. So sometimes I've seen people, they put too much concealer. If you do this kind of soft sponge, it's gonna actually eat so much of your product. It's gonna actually absorb it. So best way to do, less concealer you put, dry texture beauty blender, you blend your concealer, and even the little bit concealer is more than enough. Any kind of hard to hard foundation with Real Techniques foundation, so that hard foundation is going to turn into the soft spongy texture with this technique. I love this foundation. It's It Cosmetics Celebration foundation, and it's an illuminating one, and the color is medium. So, and this kind of brush I like because I just want to go really fast. I don't want to blend this into my foundation because my foundation is already very heavy. So I'm gonna do very fast my face. Smashbox water primer and the MAC Fix Plus. If you are in hurry, you don't want to wash your face again, you don't have time, your face is looking fine, you don't have any dead skin on the face, you can just like put this, it's gonna calm your face, and then you can just put your makeup on. Or another one is like Smashbox. I told you that is actually my favorite one because I have a oily skin, so I'm not a big fan of MAC Fix Plus. But if you want to still use MAC Fix Plus for the give that kind of finished look to the makeup, what is the best way to use MAC Fix Plus for the oily skin? Okay, you do your face, you do your foundation, you do your concealer, you do your eye makeup, you do put your blush, you put your contour, you put your bronzer, and then before setting your whole makeup, you just spray it on your face, let it dry for a few minutes. You just grab powder foundation, put it on, and you are good to go. Then the Fix Plus is not going to make you as oily as it makes when you are using it after your makeup. Hopefully that makes sense too. So that was my basically foundation basics. So hopefully this video is going to be helpful for you guys. So I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye.